What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Today is Sunday, October 8th, day number 68 inside the Big Brother house. And Veto was yesterday with Zingbot. And yes, I will have an exclusive interview with Zingbot, I believe by Tuesday's update. Listen, he's a busy robot. There was the veto competition today. We're going to talk about how he was having some malfunction issues. So there were some setbacks with the interview set up today, but we will have it by Tuesday's update just before the veto episode as kind of like a promo for the veto. But we do have to talk about the veto competition because that took place today. Who won veto? Who played for veto? We've got a ton of stuff to go over. But also, if you guys have any questions for Zingbot, let me know in the comments down below what you want me to ask Zingbot for my interview, because we should be setting that up at some point, maybe even like during the Eagles game today. I'm going to have that on like in the background and we're talking to Zingbot. We'll see how it goes. But let's talk about what happened today or yesterday on the feeds. And it was all about the veto. America, Jag, and Matt were all picked to play in the veto, meaning that the Cory and the Cameron backdoors are still in place since neither of them will be playing in veto. We talked about how Cirie was really kind of getting a really good sense of what the house dynamics are right now. And her and Felicia were kind of talking about that. And they actually went to Bowie to kind of talk to her about making a big move this week about potentially getting out Cameron, because they see like that's the way we can get everybody to fight, is if we get rid of Cameron, they all fight and we can stay, sit back and relax. Bowie still wasn't 100% sure on that, but Jag also went all in on Cameron, saying like, listen, Bowie, like we had this whole like 3-person deal with me, him, and Matt. He was like, we'll just string Bowie along, like make her think she's a part of it, but she's really not. And Jag really is spinning this really well. Jag, I talked about it before. Jag and Matt learned how to play the game of Big Brother by having it played on them. And they're now using all of these tactics to their advantage. And I know like a lot of people like to say like, oh, they were saying it was mean and bullying before. It's like, yeah, because they didn't understand the game. They were like, wait a minute, this is how you play it? Okay. If this is how you play it, now we're doing it. Turnabout is fair play, right? And they're doing what was done to them, and they're doing it beautifully with everyone now at this point. And they're in a really good spot moving forward. But it is just fun now to watch Jag be able to kind of like play better, right? And actually do things that are to his advantage and lie and kind of manipulate and make it happen in a way that are working out for him. So that's what was all getting set up before we got into the actual competition. And it was Zingbot who came on into the house. We already knew this, but it was also an Otev hybrid. It was kind of like a Zingbot Otev crossover event. Zingbot, again, we kind of mentioned it earlier in the beginning. Part of what the setbacks were with the interview is Zingbot was apparently a bit broken. He was having some glitches. So he needed some time to process, he's a robot. He needed to, kind of work the kinks out, get rid of those viruses. And he was kind of like nice a little bit during the competition. But as far as the order goes of who finished when, Cirie, I believe, was the first one eliminated, and she was very upset with how she did. I think Matt was 5th, followed by America in 4th. They probably threw it, but who knows? Felicia came in 3rd. Good for her. But she said she saw Bowie throw it to come into 2nd, which means that Jag won the power of veto. So he now has control on who he would want to take down from the block if he wants to do so. And that would mean that Bowie would have to name a replacement nominee. And it seems like things are starting to lean towards Cameron. But we're going to talk about all that because there's more to go over about the competition because we know a good bit. Apparently, there were faces of other alumni during the competition, and like not just like, oh, the ones you would normally think of, like random ones too. So that'll be interesting to see. And then there was a voice to text part so that Matt could actually like tell what was happening with some of the zings. And they said that actually was kind of funnier to be able to read some of the zings as they were happening. And then also an idea on some of what the zings were. I think I have most of them, but some of them I just have an idea of what they were. It's always a little bit hard going off of the retails of what the zings were. But America's was something to do with robbing the cradle with her and Cory. Speaking of Cory, his was something along the lines of like America the Beautiful, but there were like lines that were switched out where it was like short as grain, bad at kissing, a bad mustache, America must have gotten a lobotomy, like just really going in on Cory, just how bad he was. But doing it in the tune of America the Beautiful. Who else do we have? Blue with her kitty kitty purr. Kitty kitty purr. And how the only thing worse than her catchphrase is her fashion sense. Bowie, apparently it was something about the difference between a great white shark and Bowie. Well, one's from Australia and has big, scary teeth. The other is a great white shark. So pretty much just making fun of Bowie being from Australia with big teeth. Cameron, military promotion from Lieutenant Loser to Major effing Tool. Then we had Cirie's was good. Cirie was something along the lines of like, all your friends are gone and you're now alone, doing exactly what you do best, losing on an island. Like that one a lot. Felicia's apparently was just something about her being old and wrinkly, which is like, come on, you could do better than that. Jags I think is pretty good too, because they're like, you're like a sports car, but not like a Jaguar. You're more like a Bugatti, an Aston Moron. I think there might have been other ones as well. But I like that one. Matt was something about being a dumb blonde. Apparently there was a Mimi one that got in there, something about Mimi nap and Mimi sleep and Mimi coma, but how she's not there anymore. So that's kind of fun. I guess they just had that set up in case it wasn't Felicia who went, right? Anybody else that I didn't do? I think that's everybody. America, Blue, Bowie, Cameron. I think that was everybody's that I went over. But yeah. Some were good, some were not so good, it sounds like. We'll have to see how the whole thing comes off on the episode. And we'll have to hear from Zingbot some of what he says during our interview. Afterwards, there was lots of celebrations with Jag for winning. Cameron actually tried to like camp out up in the HOH and talk to Bowie before everybody else, you know, to make sure like, you know, he wasn't going to be backdoored. But we just told him like, I don't know if he's going to use it, and if he does, I haven't decided on who the replacement would be. But she actually tells Jag like, oh no, it's going to be Cameron. I'm putting Cameron up. Like it doesn't even matter at this point. And what apparently sealed it was right before the competition, Cameron had said something that I don't know what exactly it was, but just that seemed like it was trying to pit Bowie, Jag, and Matt all against each other. And that really is kind of seems like what sealed it for Bowie. She's like, yeah, I can see he's obviously just kind of playing out all of us. Matt and Jag actually debated on whether or not they should tell Blue, America, and Cory about the fugitives. Again, they told Bowie about it, but they didn't tell anybody like the name or anything like that. But they're thinking about just kind of outing that at this point. Matt actually said to Cirie and Felicia that Cameron had told him Cirie called Matt an effing snake, which Cirie was like shocked. She was like, and she was upset by that. Like, she's like, I can't believe that he would say that. I actually don't know if Cirie did say that or not to Cameron. I don't remember. She might have. But wow, if so, it got back to Matt, and then she just says, I can't believe he would say that. I totally said it, but I don't know if she actually said it or not. But still, she was shocked to hear that. But then there was a funny moment later on in the night with Cameron and Felicia, because they were all kind of like just sitting around. in the backyard because the backyard finally opened up later in the night. And they were talking about, like, you know, who their celebrity crushes are. And Felicia says Denzel Washington, which Cameron then goes, all right, I guess we gotta talk about it now. She's like, what? He's like, do you really not know? I think everybody knows about this theory that I about her being related to Denzel Washington. And he's like, at first I thought brothers, but then I was like, maybe not. She's like, oh no, I've never even met him. I'd be lucky if I was. And then Cory brought up how when they watched the Exorcist trailer, he was like, I was fully convinced it wasn't true. But then we watched the Exorcist trailer and somebody went, oh, is that Denzel Washington's son? And you went, no, that's not him. And he went, is that because it's your nephew and you know? So it was kind of a funny little moment last night. But other than that, it was just lots of little back and forth about, you know, making sure that Cameron goes up and securing that. And it seems like Jag will use the power of veto to take, actually, I'm not sure. It seems like he wants to take Cirie down, but Cirie did kind of offer like, hey, if you want to use it on Felicia and give her a break, I'm okay with it. So I don't know. Like that could just be like a for show offer, and Jag's still just going to use it on Cirie because it just makes more sense for him to use it on Cirie just for his game, because he doesn't want to risk losing Cirie. It's weird. You should just leave Cirie in there, but it's also more likely that it could flip and Cirie could go if she's up on the block and they need Cameron gone more than they need Cirie or Felicia gone. So it seems like Felicia will be the one to stay up on the block with Cameron going up as the replacement, Cirie coming down. This all could change a little bit. It's kind of written in sand, not in stone. And again, all this could change as well, because even if the veto is used and Cameron goes up, you know this house, it could very easily flip and flop and change all before Thursday. So we'll have to see how that all goes. But let me know what you guys think about everything going on inside the house. What do you think of Jag winning the veto? Which also I just realized I didn't update the little board there to have Jag have the veto symbol. There we go. What do you guys think of Jag winning the veto? Should he use it? Should he keep nominations the same? Should Bowie put Cameron up as the replacement nominee? Should she try and go for somebody else? Do you think Cameron will be able to convince her not to put her up? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Also, if you have any questions for Zingbot, let me know in those comments down below as well. Make sure if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Thank you all again so much for all the support you show me here on the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Again, we're inching closer and closer to 9,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can get to 10K by the end of the season. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I guess I gotta plan something. We're gonna have to do something special for that. But thank you guys all so much for all the love and support. Check out the links to all my socials in the description down below, pinned comment. You can check out all the different things. Click on what you want, ignore what you want. You can also join the channel if you want, become an official Oreo now, get special emotes and stuff like that for the live chats. But once again, thank you guys all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.